the biggest event of the week. Ken and Friends, the pop-out show. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show people, you heard? This concert, we talked about it on the pod last week, those of us that were here, and we talked about, could this be the biggest moment of our lifetime as a hip-hop fan? Like, what are the bigger moments? You talk about Donda, you talk about, which we had a good discussion about Donda, that's certainly up there. The Drake and Kanye Larry Hoover concert. And it doesn't even have to be concerts, just moments of an album drop, Astroworld dropping,
Life of Pablo.
Like we weren't there
Life
for
of
like
Pablo.
The Source.
It's crazy how Kanye's got so many of them.
We weren't there for like the Source Awards with Outkast.
Yeah,
we weren't there for like.
That's what I'm saying.
Those big moments that happened. Yeah.
This is that to us. Like, I really think that, and in my opinion, well, I'll get into some of the things that weren't the best about it, but overall, I think it lived up to that. I think it was that. I can't, after hindsight, looking at this concert, between the beautiful tribute to Nipsey, everything that was, the performances, the energy, like it takes a different level of energy to be able to translate through a TV. Like, to be like watching something that you're not there and you feel and you see the energy, you feel the energy. So. To me, I thought it was awesome.
It felt so good to see Dr. Dre come out. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Especially to start the intro for Not Like Us.
Yeah.
That was insane.
And that was a crazy.
That's my next.
I didn't expect that.
All right, listen. Let me tell you a little bit about the performance, bro. Honestly, okay, when Euphoria was on, like it was so smooth, bro. Like everybody was hype as fuck. Like it just looked like so hype. I wish I was there, just to be there. That shit looked hype as fuck. But overall, amazing performance. But bro, you played Not Like Us 6 times. You spent 30 minutes on one song, bro.
You're supposed to do that.
Because Travis Scott still holds the record for the most songs played in a row with Goosebumps.
But bro,
no, it's Paris.
Like, bro,
Paris was 12 times.
It got annoying, bro. It got annoying as fuck, honestly.
No, I'm sorry, that song does not get annoying. I could play it multiple times now and not get sick of it.
Every time that shit ran back, I got just as hyped as the first time it came out.
Yeah, literally.
And he did it in a good way. Go ahead. Actually, I want to let you. So my thing was, I think he did it in a clever way too, because he didn't perform the full song front to back 6 times, because then I think you would have saw the fatigue.
No, not front to back.
Yeah, every element. Like, he stopped at the A minor bar, which people love, because that's like the bar that goes off, and then so he stopped there. Then the second time he let the crowd rap it pretty much predominantly.
Yeah.
And then the third time he comes in, he brings out Mustard. He brings out the hook, Not Like Us. It's the first time, like, he did the record. He did the record justice in the fact that he didn't just like perform it, 12 straight times, like front to back. And not that there's anything wrong with that, because the energy sustained the whole way through.
That's the thing. You performed it 6 times, but not like fully.
So I got a question for you, Crispy, because I feel like I already know what you're gonna say. So I'm gonna ask you: do you think it's weird how he performed every single diss song besides Meet the Grams?
No, because I said last week too that I knew he wasn't going to perform Meet the Grams. That shit would not translate well in concert.
No.
Well, and you think so? Like, but do you think 616 really translated that good? Like that's a good performance song.
Better than Meet the Grams.
Hell no.
He did, but he
did.
Look,
listen, as soon as Meet the Grams, come on, as soon as you hear that, ding, 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 the crowd is going nuts.
They would have.
The crowd is going insane. Are you telling me that?
Just the piano.
Listen, he could have had somebody in there just play the piano for
honest to
2 minutes straight.
Honest to God.
2 minutes straight. That shit would have been insane.
I agreed with you last week. I said there's no way 616 can get.
Yeah, I thought he wasn't gonna perform 616.
And it did.
That was one of my favorite moments.
But listen though, now they perform. Don't you think it's something funny though with that? Like, why is he performing every diss song? But that's literally top 3 out of all of them.
But he only did like half of 616.
Well, yes, that's
second.
what I was going to say. He did half of it, and so
you could have done a verse off Meet the Grams.
I think he should have did the last verse.
Meet the Grams. Did hop into it. Yeah. To me, Meet the Grams. I'm with Chris, and I said this before. I said the 3 records he'll play for sure are Euphoria, Like That, and Not Like Us. I'm 50-50 on if he'll play 616 in LA. And I knew for sure he wasn't going to play Meet the Grams, just like he doesn't play Mother I Sober on the Mr. Morale tour. Like that's the only song he didn't play.
Just don't even hit the same.
But
Like,
those
nowhere
are
near
the
the
same
same.
type
Don't
of
even hit the
structured
same.
songs. Like structurally, those are the same type of songs. So like it makes sense that it doesn't translate. Now could he have? He could have played Meet the Grams, but the reason why 616 LA was really dope was because he made it the moment about Ab-Soul and like the black hippie. Because if you notice, J-Rock got half of his verse on Money Trees, which was perfect way to bring out J-Rock. Then let him do Win.
Yeah, they didn't.
Then let him do
Soul's
Win.
the only one who didn't get
Yeah.
the song.
Q comes out, does Collard Greens with Kendrick, perfect. Then they give him that part, which I thought that was going to cue up the That Part remix, and so that Soul could rap. But instead, he just gave Soul the moment because him and Soul are like they're like the two that are really like the rap nerds of the group, and so that was like you could tell by the way Ab-Soul was so happy to just have that moment. Like their brotherhood is real. So that to me,
And it was so funny because
awesome.
he's like, I'm blind as a bitch. And I don't know if you caught this, but Soul like under the mic, like I caught it while he was because they had to watch the thing. Soul always wears glasses because he's like almost legally blind.
Yeah.
He like can't see damn near. And so Kendrick was like walking him or whatever, making sure, and he Soul under the mic goes, "It ain't gonna be no more fire, right?" I don't know if you guys did you catch that?
I did actually, but I didn't peep what it meant. I didn't peep what it meant until now.
You couldn't see where the pyrotechnics were on the ground. You know what I mean? So
I
it ain't
think,
gonna be no more fire, right?
I'm just saying, coming from two Drake fans, I would have loved to hear Meet the Grams live.
But
It would have been cool, but
It would have been cool, but
you gotta think that of the entire night of every song being, everyone's just doing the hits for the most part. Besides Kendrick, who kind of ventured off a little bit, but not too. Even Kendrick was mostly the hits.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he didn't play any deep
To
cuts.
me though, it's a hit. Meet the Grams is a hit to me. I liked it.
But as far as keeping the energy of the room,
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know what I mean?
I'm saying you could have ended it with
that
something like
energy
that.
was not going
Well,
nowhere,
you weren't
I
gonna end
promise
with
you.
anything, but not like
I promise.
us.
I think y'all shooting him some bill. I think we all know why he didn't perform it. But
No,
but I'm
come
gonna
on,
say
bro.
is
It's not about the. What
I'm
are
saying,
you saying? It
don't act
about
like
the
you ain't shooting no
information?
bill. You know, don't act like you ain't shooting no bill. We know why he didn't perform it. You cannot sit here and
No,
tell me
I want you
that
to
that the
elaborate.
people in his group was
I
like,
knew this was coming, bro.
you should.
I swear to God.
Don't perform 616. I mean, don't perform Meet the Grams, but perform 616. LA. Fuck out of here.
I don't
I'm not
think
taking
anybody
that. Are you
chose to
crazy?
sell us, but
I
Are
literally
you
saw
crazy?
this.
Like I said, as
saw
soon
this
as you hear
coming.
that piano, the crowd is going nuts. The crowd is going
Okay,
insane.
it's LA
It's-
though.
the
They were
energy was
gonna-
going nowhere. I promise you that. That's. But
It's
I know you
seven-
say
it's 7 minutes though.
he don't
That's
have
what
to
I'm
play the
saying.
whole 7 minutes. You know he don't.
But what
for
do
the
you
song
play
to
from
be
it?
a
What do you
Like I
pick
said,
from it?
he
Euphoria
could have
7
picked
minutes?
the last verse. if any-
Euphoria
he could've
7
literally-
minutes?
Yeah, but there's
Yeah,
energy in it.
Yeah, there's
Euphoria,
energy. Exactly.
I
That's what
think.
I'm at.
You know, Meet the Grams. Is a
There's
really
energy within the
reserved-
lyrics of those songs, though. The
I-
crowd
I-
wouldn't went
There's
crazy.
no energy in 616. That's
I'm not talking about 616.
I know. I'm just saying.
No, there
period.
was
No.
But this is what I'm saying. We
No, 616 was trash, in my opinion.
Man, on God, we are accepting the
swear to
fact
God.
that he performs. That's just crazy to me that he performed 616.
616,
Wasn't
yeah.
none of the biggest songs
Nah.
out of the fucking.
But that was the only
Nah.
big. That was the only
but-
like
so
non-high energy song
I was still surprised.
from
that-
Kendrick's set,
Why
or
couldn't you do
not high
two?
energy, but not like.
I don't remember his whole set,
No,
but
what I said last week was that I didn't think he was gonna perform.
You did say that, I know.
616 or Meet the Grams.
Or Meet the Grams,
So
yeah. That's what I was thinking
just
too, though.
Surprised when he did.
that's what I was thinking too. But
Yeah,
when he
I-
did that 616, I'm like, oh, there's no Meet the Grams coming. I know it.
Well,
Like, I know it.
616, when he performed it, you saw the crowd wasn't really feeling it too much.
No, they were.
He
How?
only did
They-
half.
Compared to Euphoria, not like
It was-
us.
it was cool.
No,
I
like
think,
that.
I
compared
think,
compared to the bigger songs, no. But
I think
like,
they just couldn't get hyped because I don't think people.
I
know the
would've just
lyrics-
stood there,
know the
bro. I would've
lyrics
been
like
like,
that in
alright.
comparison to Not Like Us and Euphoria, because you know those is hype songs.
'Cause it's
and
not
people don't
good.
get-
Because 616 is
I'm
trash.
not even gonna get. I'm
No,
not gonna say none of that.
No, but there's a difference between. Hold on, there is a difference between concert records and good like there's a difference. There are
That's
plenty
right.
of good
I think
records.
so.
And there's a difference
don't-
just between
That's what I'm
regular
getting at.
good records, and that was not a good record. So
That's
Okay,
what I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah,
at.
that's
Concert
your
records
opinion.
and
But
and
my
regular records.
opinion
It's a
is that
fact.
616 LA and Meet the Grams are both good records, but they don't translate well to concerts. I think Auntie Diaries is a fantastic song.
But
Shout out June.
Translates terribly.
But translates terribly live. Mother
fact.
I Sober, I think is an incredible song.
I don't see Meet the Grams translating bad though, cause like
that's what I'm saying.
That is
Like,
just the
the beat is knocking.
Yeah,
Like,
but,
I don't.
But it's. Don,
I mean, I'm with
you know,
I'm-
like,
I'm-
it's really his.
It's
it-
hard-
But the thing
hard
is,
for-
you could have brought more energy into the song live. You see what I'm saying? You could have.
You're not screaming that. No, the whole point of it is like that sinister, like cold voice.
I get it, but you got to perform songs
I'm just saying this.
differently.
I could picture it live right now in my mind, and I can hear it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Good. I literally can see it live.
The way I picture it, it seems like it'll be fun.
It's like demonic.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I would, but
the general consensus, people who that whole crowd, 20,000 people might not want to.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, coming from Drake fans that want to hear it.
And then, on top of the fact, I just seen a various amount of posts. Besides Not Like Us, Meet the Grams was the best song throughout the beef.
100%. 100,000%.
Yeah,
but again,
it's still, but I don't see it not translate. I think y'all shooting a bell because I don't see how it don't translate good on stage. Like I said, if he did it exactly how I thought about it, and I know, somebody in their group that thought about it at least once.
I kind of agree and disagree with you. I agree that because it was in LA in the moment and like the love that they have for Kendrick, like if you were ever gonna do it there, or if you were ever gonna do it, that was the moment, and it would have been fine. I just don't look at that song as a song that, one, translates well to concert, and two, I don't think it's a song that you pick apart. Like, if you look at the point he stopped at 616 LA, and I didn't think this was going to be a conversation, but I like this conversation. But if the point he stopped at 616 LA, like, think about it. It's right before the beat changes. He changed his voice. He goes to the softer, like, I'm talking directly to you, Mr. OVO. I got people working for me, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Like, think about the energy of the record before. It's not a high energy record, but the energy when he's first rapping to the energy when he gets to the Drake part. It's a lower energy.
This is just
that's what I'm saying. I just don't think it would have translated well.
This is my only problem. Maybe you think it did or don't translate well, but the fact of the matter is, he performed every diss song but this one. That's all I'm gonna say. So
that's
whether
what
you
I'm
think
saying.
it translate well, or whether you think it don't,
did not
I
get
just think
much
that is
traction.
very
So,
fucking
like, it was
suspicious.
So then let me
I think it was a reason why he didn't. I don't know
yeah.
why.
I'm kind of
not in this camp.
I see exactly what he's talking about.
But make an assumption then. If you like, I'm not.
I don't gotta make an assumption. I think we all know what I want to say. I'm just not gonna say it because I don't even want to get into an argument about it.
No. Speaker, we're on the pod.
Do you think it's? What is it? The information or the uncertainty of it?
Yeah,
I guess
exactly. That's why I think he didn't perform it. Because you can't tell me it was a good idea to perform 616 in LA and not Meet the Grams. He could at least took a verse from Meet the Grams. He could have got to talk to his son type shit. If it was that disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Like that still would have been hype.
I disagree. I think that's a song you hear until I think that song is one of those songs that's specifically made.
But no, listen, that's fine. You think like that, but what I'm saying is, you and I both know that 616 is not one of those songs. But yeah, he gave it a shot, even if it did or didn't
because
translate.
He had to work Ab-Soul into it. And if you weren't going to give Ab-Soul a song, you had to give Ab-Soul a moment.
You could have put Ab-Soul a completely
I'm
different
thinking
way.
Like, how you even give your teams at least one song to perform by their damn self? Like, why J-Rock can perform motherfucking
I also thought it was weird because he gave J-Rock Win, but literally the next biggest song off that album was the one with Kendrick. I'm surprised he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because
he didn't want to do a full song.
Listen, J-Rock should have went up there. He should have performed, what's that song? Hood Gon' Love It. You ain't gotta like it, but the Hood Gon' Love It. That shit would have been crazy.
I didn't even think about
that would have been hard.
Yeah, that would have been a hard song to put.
But yeah, that nigga.
You just said Ab-Soul was good when we showed you his last album.
Bro, but do I go back to it? Fuck no. Like, bro, who
Ab-Soul had one good album, bro.
No, not even a good album. He having a good single. Bro, when you sit in the car, bro, and you're just like, yeah, bro, throw on some Ab-Soul, bro. Let's go listen to some Ab-Soul. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I know, Ken Carson really knows what he's talking about as opposed to Ab-Soul.
I'll listen to Ken Carson over Ab-Soul any day.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. But
bro, y'all, I don't know how y'all.
He's not a better.
Don't even go at me for Ab-Soul. Fuck out.
I don't know. They both asked me, but
it's musical taste.
That's objectively wrong, but that's fine.
No, not really.
I don't think
what about rapping better.
Oh, you talking about rap like lyrics wise?
Actual lyricists?
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, I know. I was just talking to him for real.
What I want to talk about is, all right. So y'all watched the whole performance, right?
Yeah.
This was Birdie's argument the other day. He calls us and he says that he thinks, and I actually thought of something after we got off the phone because y'all had quite a debacle going the other night.
Yeah,
I was just sitting on the sidelines.
He was throwing shots. I was just talking music.
Birdie said the other night
I was
that
having a conversation.
he restarted
sensitive.
Not Like Us because he lost the crowd.
What?
That's what you said
Wait,
the
what?
other night. You
Say that one more time. I
that he was losing the crowd's hype, so he restarted Not Like Us.
That's not what I was. I said he hopped back on the mic and started rapping because the crowd wasn't. You could tell like they didn't have the words in sync together. So I'm not saying they wasn't rapping.
Okay.
I'm not saying they wasn't hype. I'm saying when I heard them,
when,
you could literally hear like they was loud and then it kind of got like to a medium
when,
volume because people started fucking up the lyrics type shit. I never said that. He didn't even start the song over when I said that. He just hopped back and got the rapping.
I thought that was what you meant when you said that the other day because I was like. There's no fun. That's crazy.
They was hyped the whole time
because they were going crazy.
And also you gotta think about how it sounds on TV too, right? Like crowd vocals can always come through so much for so long. You know what I mean?
No, that's fine.
Well, you gotta kind of
you can still tell like if the volume come down a little bit because of a certain thing. Like I think it was just like Kendrick like lyrical as fuck. So like some people probably just only tap into 30 seconds for real. Don't really know all the lyrics.
Well, yeah, there's definitely favorite parts of it. Yeah, but I think LA knows every word of that song. Ain't no way they don't. But also, how many songs do you know word for word in your head, but you can actually rap? That's something I'm learning. Like when you do like drunk karaoke, you realize very quickly
that you don't know all the words.
You can't. Not even that you don't know them, but you can't do them at that pace, at that rate.
That too. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
as somebody who I like to do karaoke. You do have to pick and choose your songs that you have to be like, okay, can I actually do this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got the win for it type shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it could have just been that. Like exactly what that kind of furthered my point.
I understand that now. I misinterpreted what you were saying the other night. I thought you were saying that
Chris was ready to go to war.
Yeah, because that he.
I'm like, bro, just rewind to 10 seconds, bro.
Well, no, because my rebuttal was gonna be you can't plan to restart the song while you're on stage, you know what I mean? Like, that was already in the works. But what I will say, also something I noticed.
You can though.
His sound.
Cause on God, cause if I perform Niggas in Paris, and as soon as they said that shit, the Will Ferrell part from Blaze of Glory, I would have restarted right after that. I would have knew to restart it because that's the hypest part.
Yeah, no, I mean.
Just like he knew to only go to like the A minor bar the first time.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was.
Yeah, so I would actually disagree with that.
He did that twice on purpose.
Yeah.
Purpose.
No,
planned.
That was planned ahead. There's no fucking way.
Okay, so then I'm confused by what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that you can't plan that on stage. Like in the moment of you performing it to be like,
okay,
Well, especially with the music engineers there, they have to know when to start and when to stop.
But one thing I will say, his sound guy was kind of lacking. Did you guys notice that? There was a lot of time between. He was waiting between songs.
He was being kind of stupid.
Hey, another thing.
I don't think.
Sometimes the sound don't always get back up there like right away.
But that's why they wear the headphones.
No, I'm talking about the people in the.
The people.
But no, he was like there was a couple times it was like dead silent for like a little too long.
Like 5 seconds.
And he realized after a minute he's like, oh shit, I gotta fill something in here. I can't just walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I noticed that. That's not on Ken. That's on the sound guy or whatever. But I noticed that too.
But I mean, quickly, I just want to make this side note because I have it in my notes. It's nothing to do. It's to do with the performance, but we're on the Kendrick part of it now, obviously. But the Roddy Ricch, the way they like let out him to like with the Nip tribute to start and then transition to Roddy's. That was awesome. That was incredibly.
I didn't even see that. I only saw Kendrick's.
That was during the Mustard set.
Roddy actually had a super. Like I'm not a huge Roddy Ricch fan, but he had a really good.
He had a great set.
He got some big songs.
He can perform.
And then
though.
Mustard brought out Tyler, which was another dope non-Kendrick moment of it.
Oh, the crowd went nuts when Tyler.
Bro, Roddy Ricch is back.
That's LA.
Dude, he's not gonna fail.
He's 100% dropping an album this year.
1,000%, 100%.
100% dropping an album.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't know when. I'm calling like November.
Like his last album was good as fuck.
Oh yeah, it was.
He's always gonna be an LA star though, at the very least.
Yeah, he is.
It's just about will he have that mainstream success that he had.
I feel like he will, because his last song was actually pretty fucking good.
But yeah, Mustard bringing out Tyler was hype, and I love how he brought YG out too.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I used to live right across the street, and me and my homeboy were making music together, whatever,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, by the way, it's him. And then, like, YG came out on stage, and, like, that shit was hype.
And that was good, too, because I knew YG was going to be there. But I also know that they've been, lately, him and Mustard have been on and off type of thing. Like, they've had beef, and then they've squashed
really?
it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's, but like, and I couldn't keep track of where it was at. But I knew for a fact, even if they were at a point where they were beefing, they would have solved it for.
Well, that's the thing. The thing is, they both kind of like started together. Like they did their own thing. You can't keep that beef going.
Especially
for a long
when you
time.
got the history they got.
That's what I'm saying,
but,
bro. YG's first mixtape was produced by Mustard.
But okay,
that's what I'm saying. Like Mustard wouldn't be Mustard without YG.
That's what I'm saying.
Wouldn't be YG
without Mustard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It is a two-way street.
Even though that is literally the stupidest fucking name for a DJ. But
no,
yeah,
because I think it's like it's a play on like his name or something. Let me look it up.
Who?
Mustard.
DJ Mustard.
Oh.
What's the play on it?
Motherfucker, don't fuck
His
with
name,
ketchup.
like,
I don't
the
know.
name
I don't know what to
DJ
tell you.
Mustard is like a play on
I don't know what
his
to
name
tell you.
or
I'm a
something like that.
ketchup guy. I'm a ketchup guy personally. But.
Yeah, because his first name is Dijon.
Oh.
That's fire.
That's actually fire.
That's what I knew. Yeah, it's a play on his name.
That's
oh damn, okay.
That's actually fire.
Okay,
I
okay.
respect that. I respect
All right,
that.
okay, that's not bad. That's not
Okay,
Okay.
I thought he just called himself Mustard.
I know, I was gonna
because he
say.
liked Mustard.
I know. We got to talk about the one thing we got to talk about is we got to talk about obviously the ending, like the Not Like Us part, which we've kind of been talking about, but specifically the ending because I think that's very important to highlight. But before I do that part of it and get to the other part of my conversation here, any other takeaways from the Kendrick set or just in general of the concert before
Not
we get to
really.
that part? Anybody?
No, I like
Other
it,
than my favorite moment was definitely when he jumped on with DNA.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, that shit
That was pretty lit.
Bringing out Black Hippie just warmed my heart.
Yeah, that was, bro. I'm telling you.
As a fan of them all, seeing Collard Greens perform live for the first time in probably fucking years.
Years.
Yeah, no, the collard greens.
That shit.
Yeah, that was dope.
Everybody was going crazy.
Nuts to that.
It was a great performance overall.
Yeah, overall it was all good.
I did notice. So one thing I thought about too is that Kendrick is very. If you look at like his other shows and stuff, he's very performative. He's very. And there's a lot going on, and there wasn't as much.
This one
time,
wasn't, yeah.
Because I think with everything and all the people there, you don't have the space to have that type of thing. That's why it's like
pop-up show.
He was just rapping over the beats of the songs rather than having a live band.
Yeah.
You know, that type of shit. Like so I know not that it's a bad thing, but it's just something I
No,
noticed when I was
it was different because I came from the last time I saw Kendrick was a Mr. Morale tour, and I've said this always that watching him perform that album gives you a different appreciation for that album because he meant it. He envisioned when he made the album for the performance part
To
of
be
it,
performed live,
like the
basically.
visuals and everything that all the theatrics that came with it. Whereas this one was very much like a Jay-Z, which is my second favorite performer I've ever seen because Jay-Z's he's not doing nothing. He's just bouncing around, but he's just got that undeniable swagger, like that he's him.
Yeah.
And that was more what Kendrick did this time was that instead of leaning into the theatrics. So it was interesting to see
If Jay-Z
that
would
part
perform,
of
he
it.
probably would have been next to the door the whole time, wherever the entrance is, or you hear him coming out that motherfucking floor. That's where he's gonna be standing the entire time.
My favorite shit was when we saw Jay-Z and he finishes the song and he goes, "I got 1 billion of these."
Bro, yeah. Bro played like 8 hits back to back, and he was like, I got 1 billion of these, and they played another 8.
That's
which
fast.
was
Y'all two still got this bigger than the Donnie event?
I do personally because I think I don't really see the argument. It's hard to like argue what's bigger, but you can argue what you liked more because the Donda experience was awesome.
I was gonna say to me personally, I like the Donda experience.
Look, since you're a Kendrick fan, you're obviously gonna pick that fucking Kendrick.
No, but
shit.
not.
But like,
But
let's
I'm
see
obviously a really high Kanye fan too.
Were
so
you
it
really
could've went
more
either way.
hyped watching the Donda thing though? Like I was way more hyped.
No,
And
I was
feel
more
like
hyped for
I feel like that shit was way bigger. Like
I also
like
don't, this is a hot take that I've never put on record, but I'm not that big of a fan of Donda, honestly.
Some people
That's
ain't.
crazy.
But
No, obviously it's a safe
say
assumption that I'm going to like a Kendrick moment more than a Kanye moment, but
I mean,
I love the Don.
you know-
I love the Donda moment.
Do you
But
know-
what does it to me?
Do
What?
what I wanted it to do for me. You know what I mean?
No,
what?
like you don't go back to it either, right?
No, but the experience. I remember when the listening party was happening, and it was a big deal.
It was a huge moment.
Dude, you know what also separates this and what makes this bigger? This was actually streamed on fucking Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It was official. It was in every.
That's
it was
fine.
accessible to every fucking
That's fine.
body.
But wasn't Don on Apple Music?
Yeah, Donda was on Apple.
was on
Yeah,
Music.
but if you got Spotify, then what?
What you mean?
Hey, if you don't got Amazon Prime,
That was-
what?
But it's just like
if
you ain't got Amazon Prime, nigga, you better sign the fuck up. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying, bro. People are gonna sign up for
better
Apple
sign
just
up.
for that
they,
event.
They did also
Like,
have Twitch too. It was on
Who?
Twitch
What?
too.
Yeah, but they got
This-
shut down.
This concert. Oh, it did.
They
There
got
was-
shut
I
down
didn't
every
know
single
that
time.
part.
Yeah.
But
Because you gotta have
Either way,
Prime.
I think this was more accessible
Oh.
for people.
Yeah.
what?
The thing is, people-
how many?
Amazon
How many?
and Twitch.
How
Well,
many?
the thing is, people on Twitch were actually like streaming it, and then their cameras got cut off right away.
It was,
Well, yeah.
it was being streamed from Amazon's Twitch channel also.
Oh.
What? Do you know how many views? Does that stream
I
got?
looked it up. No.
Yeah.
I know
see,
the numbers.
I'd
I'm
be
just trying to
curious
see if y'all know.
If the numbers.
I know the
wise
numbers.
this
I
was
just want to know if y'all know.
No, I haven't seen any of the numbers.
I haven't seen the
nothing.
numbers.
The reason why I would say it's bigger, it's bigger, is because of the ending of it, and also the fact that Not Like Us is, to me, and is the biggest record of my time
We're not
as a
counting
hip hop
YouTube.
fan.
We talking about when they streamed it.
So for me, the moment was bigger. Donda was an awesome experience.
Just
and was
type in
the
the
second
pop
biggest
out.
moment.
Listen,
Pop Out
I already
show,
seen the numbers. I seen the numbers twice.
Oh, did you?
I looked up Kanye numbers, and then I seen fucking
The Kendrick
I seen
one?
Well,
Kendrick.
do you want to just tell them?
But Kendrick, Amazon Prime stream did is it Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
It's Prime.
Prime
All right,
Video. Prime Video.
Video,
Yeah.
Prime Video, whatever. Did 180K in streams.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than I thought.
That's
Donda,
That's a lot of people at once still, though.
No,
Donda,
I mean,
Donda listening event, and we can split this in half if y'all want to because it is two separate events. I don't know if they did them both together or whatnot. Was 5 million.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
Didn't know the numbers.
So
I'm trying to figure-
honestly, like when, like I don't know how to quantify bigger moment other than like what I think it is, you know, like and if you want to go like the numbers route, that's a very fair case. So maybe
I'm
it's
just
not
saying
the
if
biggest.
the
Maybe-
numbers
maybe
y'all
Donda
seen
is bigger.
for Ken and Friends is accurate. If it's accurate, I don't know the numbers. Obviously, I seen two people say.
Well, I mean, that's still
I
a
seen two people say.
huge gap difference.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
what I'm saying is like
even if you split it up, ain't no way one got like 4.97 million
Right.
and the other got like 30,000.
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
That's
So-
what I'm saying.
I
That's what I'm
mean,
saying.
that's
It's
a
just
big-
objectively,
that's
I still think it was a bigger event. I do think
That's a
it's
fair point.
at least top 3. This
Oh,
Ken
yeah,
and Friends is
that's
definitely
a very
top
fair
3
point. I didn't know that number.
within the last 15,
And I
20
wouldn't have
years
expected it to be that big of a difference.
of hip hop. Period. So
Overall,
I'm not trying to slide him a little bit, but we, obviously we had that conversation which one we thought was gonna be bigger. That's what
Overall, the
started out.
pop up show was pretty dope, though. I did like it.
Yeah, it was.
Even though I only saw Kendrick's part.
I'm
but-
just surprised he didn't let his people perform. Like, what the fuck? All these random niggas performing. I know they all West Coast, but like,
Well,
Rambo got a song, Rayvon got a
well,
song.
that was-
motherfucker.
I
that
think
where
a lot
my
of it was
prediction
about
went
bringing
wrong.
The city together
Yeah.
more than,
Right.
than just showcasing
Yeah.
his immediate.
But damn, you
people or
couldn't
whatever.
take out 6 minutes for your mans. You know what I'm saying? Like these
I
niggas
feel
been riding
but
you
si-
with
but
you
think
forever.
about- But think about
Huh?
6.
Yeah, Absol could have got a little
no,
song.
that's-
Like J Rock could have got a little song. Like I said, if J Rock would have performed Hood Gonna Love It.
But you know what? But you know
Nigga,
what though?
I
that
can't-
shit
6
would have
minutes
went
was
crazy,
like,
nigga.
6 minutes was like 8 artists the way they were moving. Like they were zooming.
Literally,
through
like-
them.
I
Yeah,
also
honestly.
wish they would have done Vice City, but
Yeah, that's what I wanted Vice City, and then when that part came on, I was like, oh, okay, this is perfect.
but they only did Q.
But
and
they only did
Kendrick's
Q.
verses.
No, Hood Gonna Love
Wait,
It would have
did
been
they
crazy.
Kendrick?
Kendrick's verse.
That's that
Yeah.
classic
I'm
GTA
almost
song,
positive.
bro.
I thought it was
That's a
just
good-ass
the
song.
regular version of Q's verse.
Oh, maybe it was because I can't remember now. But
Yeah.
Did you notice when that part came on? Was it the whole Black Hippie remix or was it just Q?
No, I think it was just Q.
Well, it was just Q that did it, but I know for a fact it was just Q that did it. But
Yeah.
I'm remembering, was it his original verse or his? Or
No,
his-
it was the
or
original
is
verse.
the
No, it was the
remix?
original
Yeah,
verse.
Okay.
that would have been the perfect moment. for
That's
that
what I'm
to
saying.
have,
Because if
like-
you would have done the Black Hippie one, 100% they all would have
I
jumped on
can't
it.
believe that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that was a little again. It's
Well, then
time
again-
crunch.
Imagine him coming to them and be like, "Yo, instead of us all getting together and doing this, we're gonna do Not Like Us one more time instead." Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I mean, look, I get it though. I
Yeah.
mean, how big Not Like Us is. again. So
I know, but you don't gotta play it 6 fucking times. That's another thing. You could, yeah,
No,
that's right.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, I'll see like 2 or 3 times, but 6 is crazy.
well, a record that big.
30 minutes on one song is insane. You could have spent that 30 minutes
They
with
did
your other.
Bro,
other
Paris
artists.
was 12 times, bro, in Amsterdam.
And in Amsterdam, and like I said, Goosebumps, Travis Goosebumps.
That's what I'm
he
saying.
did that like 12 times too.
Yeah.
I hate
Another
when artists
Kendrick
do
song.
that. I hate when artists do that. That just
I
makes
mean-
the shit overplayed as fuck.
But
Why
6
can't-
times is not as much as you think.
Especially
And-
the way he brought
also-
variation to it. Also,
Yeah.
y'all
Also,
thought it was
two-
weird
two of
Russell
the-
Westbrook
two of
was
the-
there.
Yeah, what
First
the
of all,
fuck?
it was 5 times, and 2 of the 5 times he only did the first
He
verse.
from LA.
Yeah.
I know, but it was just like that was the first like non like music artist that you
Yeah,
saw.
yeah, yeah.
Then you saw DeMar and like then okay, it made sense. Like we're going more
Yeah,
than.
Man, I thought anybody LA was gonna be in that motherfucker.
That's what I was saying.
So I forgot what Westbrook was from Cali though, and DeMar DeRozan, he was there too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was surprised
it was a lot
Serena
of-
wasn't
it-
'cause
it
of the
was a lot
shout-out
LA
in the song.
people. The game wasn't there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he addressed
Because
it.
he sided with Drake. In this
No,
game.
he addressed
Nah, that's
it.
he ain't south, bro. The reason the game didn't go there, bro, is because
Same
deep down
reason Snoop
inside he
wasn't.
still hurt that Dr. Dre did not give him the
Super
the-
Bowl.
huh?
The Super Bowl.
No, I'm not talking about Super Bowl. He didn't give him the what's the word?
Like the go ahead of like or like
He didn't give him the vouch basically.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah,
never
yeah.
vouched for him. When 50 Cent and the game got into it, who you think the Dr. Dre gonna side with
Yeah,
when
50
50 Cent is a
50,
bigger
yeah.
artist and signed to his motherfucking
inside his label.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like
I mean, they both are, but
Huh?
were at the time. They both were signed to.
but yeah, who you gonna go with?
Yeah,
who you
no,
gonna
of
side with?
course.
You gonna side with money? Obviously he
Yeah.
sided with 50 on that, which is
I think it's
kinda
that
crazy.
too, and I think it really is a Super Bowl because he made it. Excuse me, he made it public that he was pissed about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't remember the Super Bowl.
No, he was
also
mad as fuck about
the
that.
other part about it was that to me it was.
Well, I remember the Super Bowl. I don't
remember when I
what
thought.
Oh.
Yeah, just that it was like I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't
No, go
yeah,
ahead.
I didn't mean to.
That
I
it
was
was
talking
like
about-
Eminem, Dre, 50, all
Yeah,
that.
Mary
I
J.
remember
Blige.
that. Oh, yeah,
all
yeah,
But
that.
to
yeah.
be fair, between
Yeah.
50 and
He's
Gabe,
like
who's
right
the
at that
bigger
point
household
where it's
name?
like it would have made sense for him to be there, but also like it makes sense that he was cut. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
Like he was
because
right on
He's
the
not
fence.
that big. Like,
it's the hot, like he's big. He's
But not as big as for a
but
Super
yeah,
Bowl.
Yeah, he's not like
Yeah.
50 Cent is a
But
household
big enough
name
to be there for a verse.
People
If-
who don't
Maybe
know
one.
Rap, people who've never listened to rap a day in
If
their life know
fif-
who 50 Cent is.
Yeah,
That's
if-
all you do is like hate it or love
if-
it, one verse, and then
That's
that's
what I'm
it.
about to say. If 50 in the game, both stood on stage together, they could have got that off.
Yeah.
At least that song.
or how we do.
Oh yeah, how we do it? Yep.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Forgot
Yeah,
about
that could have been.
yeah, so they definitely could have made it work, but
Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
it.
whatever.
But I digress.
But we can all see why it didn't happen. I mean,
The okay, you know what, we're here right now. So here's the question, because I don't want to totally move off of the West, the One West thing and the moment that was, because everybody that is from the West that has spoken on it since this has happened has said this was the moment. This was the moment that Kendrick wanted to have. This was to me, in my opinion. You can look back at it and say this is Kendrick's biggest moment because of obviously the attention that it had.
Mhm.
But I think if you're asking Kendrick, whether this will be his answer that this was the biggest moment of his career because of the unity of the West. Because that to me, when you're following Kendrick's career, has always been what he's about. Has always been what he wanted to do.
you brought
And
the
there's
whole
a-
West Coast out.
Yeah,
There's a
and-
reason
and-
why
and
he made the record not like
Yeah.
again, it points to the strategy of the beef, and I'm not trying to circle back to the beef, but it shows like this
It
is
makes
what
sense.
Kendrick was always on.
Yeah.
And so to me, it was not only is the message obviously great of the unification
Yeah.
of LA, one of the biggest gang cities in America, being peaceful and taking a picture, which, my other theory is that picture ain't just a picture, that picture means something. I'm going to just put that out there. Maybe a cover,
Which
if
picture?
you will. The picture that he had everybody take on
well,
stage.
It's also awfully similar to the Tip of a Butterfly cover.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
tried,
yeah,
they
yeah,
tried.
yeah, he had 100 gangbangers and Steve Lacy on stage.
100 gangbangers. And never mind. It's June. I'm not gonna make that joke, but but no.
I just seen that tossed
Yeah,
around the
it
internet.
was-
I thought that was funny. And Steve Lacy's just like trying to find his place on that stage when everyone
was. It was a big moment, and I think this was his focus. And I think this is, even though obviously this will always be tied to the Drake beef. I think that I really think that the speech he gave, everything that he did action wise, I think this is a moment that he is really proud of, and I think he should be, because this is a moment that the West Coast, one of the biggest regions of music, of hip hop.
It was a big moment of his career. I mean,
and of that region, of that whole region, what's the bigger moment of that? Because I asked my friend, and I'm like, what about like the Game documentary? He was like, no, that was huge. We loved it on the West Coast, but that was a lot of East Coast sound. He's like, this is the first time in my lifetime. He's older than me. This is the first time in my lifetime that the West felt like they had their moment.
Yeah.
Do you think
NWA?
Do you think Kendrick
and all of that?
Do you think Kendrick could have had this moment without Drake?
Without Drake?
Without Drake?
Without Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
maybe not.
I think I would say probably not, but I wouldn't count out, because I think this was something he always wanted to do. I think he just saw this as the opportunity to do it.
I think
if that makes
definitely
sense.
got, because of all
Definitely
the
helped.
recent shit, it got more traction.
Yeah, for sure.
But I still think it would have been something he would have eventually done regardless.
Yeah.
Or found a way to do, but would it have been as impactful, as big as
Probably
no?
not. Yeah.
Probably not.
Just
I don't think so.
Drake, people want to hear that shit live.
Exactly.
Probably. I mean, minus the whole the disses and like without us or not like us. I mean, it still would have been lit to see. Well, because he's got bangers, dude. Like these songs were actually good performing live.
No, and the objective was to bring the West Coast together, and that's exactly what he did.
And that's what he did.
And that's
so
why it's like, but like the argument of like, could have had this person here. Like, he also gave light to a lot of people that probably never had a platform quite that big.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, none of them did.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, like the a lot of
not
these,
none
like,
of them, but a lot of them.
Like the West, the Bay Area guys that never got like that big of a stage or whatever.
Yeah.
West Side Boogie, RJ Mr. LA, like even those guys who are decent, they still never got that.
That's the big thing with it. And there's few televised events, rap concerts, whatever, that I feel like have been, like you said, like the Donda thing, but like the only one I remember in like 2003 watching an Eminem concert on like HBO or something like that, and that shit was like, this is crazy. This is like,
the anger management tour, right?
He had the sex doll on stage.
Yeah, anger management tour. That shit was nuts.
I watched that. I remember me and my brother was eating Hungry Howie's watching that shit. I remember that shit.
Yeah, that
you
shit
ever
was
seen DMX perform the Rough Riders anthem?
Yeah,
bro,
the one at the
amount of people, dog.
He's at the festival.
Woodstock, right?
The amount of people. Woodstock in 1999.
Woodstock 99, yeah.
Bro.
Hey,
unbelievable.
Before I forget, did you ask me and Amer the question you said we like to argue?
No,
about
I'm getting to it. I can't.
I just want to make sure you remember. That's all.
Yeah, it's right here in my notes.
All right.
I can't, and I think Amer's been peeking, so I think he saw it.
I didn't actually.
But okay, good, because I want the actual shock. But I want to make sure that I got everything that entails the concert before that.
Sure
we were right there. We were right there where we could have jumped to it, but you can't. To me, you can't skip over the West Coast part of it, because the West Coast part of it to me is very obviously important. It's half of his damn set. It was a half hour, so you had to touch on it. I did think quickly before I get to the question. It was interesting that Baby Keem wasn't there, because if I would have put all the house on. But they did take a picture backstage, so okay, fine, whatever. I guess they're cool. But like,
Family
I was
Ties
like,
would have been good to hear.
Yeah, and then Vince Staples cleared it up. He was on tour.
He was
otherwise,
on tour. And Snoop also is he like made a video like Love from Canada or whatever.
Yeah,
he's doing something, I think, too.
But also it was clear that it wasn't necessarily going to be like what I thought it was going to be was a legacy West Coast. Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, everybody from the West Coast, Ice Cube. Where he took it as a different way of, this is my opportunity to highlight all of the new West.
Also, the thing is what I thought with Keem, although like it's Kendrick's cousin and obviously like his biggest confidant, but Keem also isn't from the West Coast, so
well,
he's from Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I kind of count that as West Coast.
That doesn't really.
It's not like it's not LA.
It's in West Coast region though. It's a West Coast region.
It is West Coast region, but it's not LA.
It's Western United States. It's not West Coast.
It's not LA. Like it's not LA.
No. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Like Michigan, Midwest, Nevada. What's that? Is that West?
That would be that's not West Coast. It's Western United States. I don't know what the region would be.
Bro, it's like 4 or 5
Also-
regions. What
also-
region is it in?
I mean, it's technically
but,
West
like,
Coast,
also,
but
like,
it's.
I'm just saying what I'm trying to get across is fucking like, cause I watch a lot of battle rap, so like even like niggas on the West like we got Rum Nitty from Arizona, and he in this group called EFB with Geechee Gotti, and Geechee Gotti from Cali, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a couple more people from Cali, but it's like the West, they just unite like together, like if it's any state over there that's in the West, like they just unite.
And
period.
I'm not saying that. I just feel like all I'm saying is that could have been the reason.
But yeah, I think if he didn't perform, it's because like, you know, Cali dude got his own sound.
That's
so
what I'm
like
saying.
Because it's not even just LA. Between Cali and
The Bay.
yeah, the Bay.
The Bay,
like, it's like
Two totally
which
different sounds.
I started looking into it. It's the whole thing. The technical like genre name for it is hyphy music.
Yeah.
And that's like, E40 was the one who really popularized it in like the mid 2000s, but it's been going on for years.
Yeah.
And you know all that. You know, back in the day with like whatever Mac Dre and whatever from
Too
way back
Short.
when. Too Short.
Too Short, yeah.
But like there is a very specific sound to California specific. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Which is awesome because they're like the Bay is kind of like musical cousins of Detroit rap. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
very,
which is a really strange
Facts.
connection there.
Yeah.
Because it is like, there's so many similarities. Like,
And I know that got something to do with Mac Dre too. I don't know what it is, but
because there was a big when like SOB RBE was getting big, there was a big like debacle
Detroit,
between both of them.
Cali, like
who started the sound? Because we could say all the way back to fucking Blade Icewood and whatever, and all that shit.
Yeah.
But so where did it start? Who knows? But there's similarities.
Yeah.
Google it just for
Definitely, it's
shit. While we're talking, I want to see if we come up with a
SOB
good result.
definitely took Detroit whole sound. Like
But-
when we listen to Cali music, like when you hear that beat, that not like us beat, that's straight Cali. Like straight Cali. That's Cali vibes right there.
Yeah.
Fucking I'm trying to think of like some good Cali beats. You ever heard Vato by Snoop Dogg?
Actually no.
That's one of
Vato,
them.
I mean the
one on
recipe
the
with Dre and Kendrick is
Yeah,
such
like
a
those
LA beat.
those are
Yeah.
West Coast sounds. Like
Yeah.
but SOB like definitely just bit the fuck out of Detroit. Like that's not what y'all was on for the majority of the part. Like y'all
Well, see,
literally
that's
and like I get it. We is like
Or what's
like
up?
they is like brother sister type connection we got. Because I remember back in like early 2010s, I seen Band Gang link with some dude. I think his name Papa. I don't know, but he was from Oakland, California. And I always thought that was weird because like Band Gang wasn't.
well,
even that big back
Larry
then.
June and what's his name?
This
Larry
motherfucker
June
got
and
Detroit beat in his
I
head
think
right
Pero
now, the way he's
Giovanni-
singing the rock.
Larry June and Pero Giovanni. They actually had a good ass banging song
Cool.
together. Larry June and Pero Giovanni.
Because you could trace
Dude.
you could trace
Larry
all
June
that
is
sound
fire.
going on at
Made
the same
away.
time. Because think about
Dog.
like
Hard.
Vans by the Pack, like the song that got Lil B.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's
That
like
song is hard.
that's
Too
like
hard.
the epitome of the Bay Area.
That was it. That's tell me when to go. E40 era.
Yeah,
like,
and that's already like that's like around the same time because that was what like 07, 08. That's like when Doughboys started to like kind of
Pop
get
up,
get their shit together and all that. Which like so they were two, but like it was very specific at that time. You could hear the Bay Area
Hell yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
Detroit versus.
So ask that question while he's looking up. I'm curious now.
Okay.